Hi Gemini, how are you? It's Kimberly from As the Cards Turn Tarot. How are you? We're going to be looking at your August 1st reading. If you notice that I took everything down from my channel, it's because I didn't want any old energies. And that's what we're looking at with table talk readings, if you would. I burned this. I've been working on it. I'm painting it. It's not even done, but it is producing a rather nice reading, so I'm going to go with it. There's a door here. We're coming to that 8-8 portal. We're going to look at the foundation of the tree, what the root of it is, what your stem is, how strong you really are in this, what you really want to leave in this portal and what you don't, okay? Because you don't want to be in the same place you were last August, all right? Here, this is going to look on this side of the table. It shows a reflection, some advice. It might even ask me to see what your book is, what your story is coming in. So I kind of like the concept. We're going to look at energies with my deck, okay, the wooden deck that I made with little signs. There's some unknowns in it. I already channeled your energy, Gemini, to see, to already have it in this deck. So I'm just going to, really concentrate on whatever it is that you want to leave behind, all right? So I like that your energy is still on the cards. Will reflect what lays forward, all right? It's at middle ground. So, of course, everybody wants a lesson, right? Maybe there's something you're not looking at. Okay, maybe a Scorpio was involved. That is our lessons, right? There's something that you want to clear out with a Capricorn or something that's toxic. Okay, I like the fact that it came up upright. Maybe there is some healing that you have to do. So you've been doing that. I see that here. All right, there is some fear there of what is coming forward. Don't let fear. You want to know what's clearing out, what you can leave behind. That's your prominent thought in your lesson. So I like that totality there because it shows a real trying. You're seeing things, you're listening to spirit about an unknown, or a spirit is revealing something to you. Sagittarius could be something with the Sagittarius, something cleared out with the Sagittarius, cleared out with the Scorpio, and or a Pisces, Libra, if you would, an unknown, because that's there. So it causes a Cancer placement almost, something of emotional that you want to shed. Mm-hmm. If you see that's shedding, really releasing something that's unknown, it means a lot. And I think it's awakening, it's an ascension. So you're definitely thinking about what to balance. There's a Libra, there's an Aquarius, there's a Libra, and here you are, Gemini. You're in a suit, but Gemini, maybe you're very spiritual at this time. Maybe you're praying a lot. Maybe you are talking with Source. Maybe you're praying in reference to a Leo. All right, the strength inside you to balance something out in communication, in a duality, if you would, because swords are all thoughts as well. So there's something that's quite emotional, inside yourself, because I had me look at it this way. Upside down. My signature's upside down. So it's not getting communication, not being able to shed, not being able to know, placements. I don't quite like that energy. I wish that you would really not grab that emotional while you walk through this door. Let's look at what you could grab. You could grab that passion in yourself to find out what you want. Master that unknown, okay, within yourself, whether the Cancer is a master card. It shows two people, one person sitting there pouring water where the waters are very rough underneath them, right? As you see, right? But they're focused. They're a little badly beaten, but not, barely bruised, but not beaten. There's waves there tumbling, right? So there's swords, there's truth there, there's murkiness, okay? So definitely, a lesson. A hard one to grab. Is there a lesson that sits on top of you that needs to be cleared out that wasn't grabbed correctly, right? So either by yourself or whoever you're dealing with. Was it you, Gemini, that you had to clear out? And I love that because you will, because it's something strong within you. If you put something down, either way, we're going to get a smaller perspective, but there's an unknown, and you really want to get to something. And I think that's clearing in yourself. That's the healing card. They are asking me to leave the cards like the way they are. You know, there's that start. This is what has to change inside you coming through that door. An unknown that you have to clear out. Prominently. What lies underneath that is 2 lessons that you have to learn to grab and balance. They're off balance. That's the unknown to you. And I think that's what you're conversing with Spirit about. See that? How that laid? And that was quite unique. That's what they're saying with these cards is that. Let's see what a smaller aspect of what the growth just might be. What's that passion inside? You could be dealing with an Aries. You could be dealing with a Cancer. You could be dealing with another Gemini. Or a duality, polarity, in something that means something to you that's worth clearing out, worth figuring it out. You really want to grab it and balance it, your prominent thought. Like it's having enough is enough. It's finding a way. So let's see. I want to see what this passion is. You know, that's knowing what you want. That's the fire behind it. Be careful of that. There's an unknown behind it that's, you know, putting you towards a rage. Don't do that. Just figure out a way. Don't give up. You know, I want you to say that. Yeah, use your wisdom. Oof, thank God you got this, because it also shows that you did use your wisdom. You are in the past. You are trying to work on these solutions, and that tells me something. I like that. You know, you have the lamp. You have the knowledge to get across something. You have the knowledge to use your intuition. So that's a good sign coming into the door. Yes, there's been a lot of tower moments, but you know why the tower moments have happened. You know, it could be with an Aries. It could be an unknown with an Aries. It could be an unknown with a Leo. There could be an unknown with a Taurus and or Scorpio, Libra, if you would. And that would be an unknown to grab a balance that might seem murky and emotional. Yeah, and here it is. This is you as well. This is Libra, and this is Gemini. It's also coming up with clarity. There's something that you did understand what you had to leave as a tower moment. It was a good tower moment in a way because you found a lot of wisdom in it. So I really like that. You know, the King of Swords is the Judges, is the clarity. It has the ability to cut something off and watch something walk away. It can be a little cold, forthright, you know, judgmental. So be careful of those energies that they hold, but they also are very wise. All right, so they do have clarity. So that is yourself there. So, you know, I think leaving it through the portal, you knew what you had to shed. You knew what you had to let go of. And I think because you were speaking with Spirit, with Archangel Michael here, with the Sagittarius energy of a previous Libra trying to balance that. You get it? All right? So it is your sword sign. You're holding a lot. Don't hold this. Release this. This is what that unknown is. All right? And you should have a nice shedding there of an old tower if you make the right decisions. So, decisions. Decisions are decisions. So, let's see what this unknown Cancer is. Let's see what that's going on with. You know, that's the mastery. You know, the 2 forces of the horses pulling from each side. You know, the decisions. Where does it lay? That's stressful. Where to grab the bull by the horns, okay? It almost gets frustrating. I think Spirit's by your side the whole time. That's what they're trying to say. Yeah, the whole time maybe you didn't know how to master. Slow and steadily you did. Something that you really wanted to do, you thought about it differently. There was a choice and change. Let's see what that choice change is for you. Choice change for Gemini. Please come into the portal. Choice change. Well, look. Something was revealed. Something was going on behind the scenes. Okay? Something hidden in the shallows, right? So your decisions, maybe you represented, maybe you ran by fear, or there was a decisions that created a lot of fear. Hmm. Yeah, you're done reflecting something. I like that. You put it down, but you also had to think about it for a minute. Why I say you're done? Because this come up. Just come up. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could be dealing with a Leo. You reflect an unknown to someone else's decision, why it wouldn't grab or why that hurt. I see that. Yeah, you didn't feel there was no love in that. So it could have been with a family member. Could have been with, the Taurus. Yeah, then the page or the knight is slow moving, but you really were disappointed in a movement. There was an unknown about a movement with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There was one with an Aries. There was one with a Pisces. There was one with an Aquarius and a Taurus. Also Libras on the board. You felt like, you think about this often, whoever you're thinking about. Be careful of your thoughts there. They want me to bring that to the attention of what you might feel trapped in, and that's growth. You feel trapped. You got to double, because here's the top of the tree. It goes up this way, right? The stem of it is that you feel there's no love in something, maybe with a Pisces, with a Taurus, with an Aries. It could be yourself. While is yourself. Don't do that to yourself. You feel like this entrapment has made the wheel go nowhere for you, that your wheel hasn't turned up, or that it isn't going to turn up in any direction. You're losing hope. Maybe in a justice. Maybe there's a court case. Maybe, you feel something, your entrapment. You feel trapped. Gemini, don't feel like that. You're killing me. There's some lessons that you have to learn, there's a lot of cycles. This is one of them. I want you to think of that. This is one of them, where you got to look at where you were last August. Look at where you were the previous cycles. Look at what you've learned. Look at what you can change, not what you just learned, what the good about it that you changed. The good about it that you recognize. The good about it before you go through this portal. Put those thoughts of maybe the wheel didn't turn for me, maybe there was no justice for me or is balance. Turn it around for yourself. Everybody has blocks placed. If you want to think about it as a story that you created before you got here, we all have our life themes. If you learn your life theme, I want to learn some cycles, well, that's what you're doing. Don't let fear stop you in learning cycles. Deal with what you have to deal with. Do it. Get it done and move forward. And see your book. Well, you felt, maybe you didn't plant some of your seeds the right way, or you didn't work on things that were prosperous. Okay, all right, we all feel that way. This is what you're leaving in. This is this book. We're going to turn the page here, don't worry. Yeah, you didn't know what to do with some of this. You felt like you were alone in a lot of situations dealing with one or more persons, right? It wasn't planted right. Yeah, it was cyclical the way it was planted. The worry, right? What you clearly have here in your growth. So be careful. You're going through the portal here. All right, listen, there was a lot of stalemate right there. So, yeah, you were trying to bring something together between one or more persons. Let's see what happened. You felt there was no benefit, but you were using your intuition when you're coming into bed. You really are. You could be dealing with somebody that's older. You could be putting something cynical down that just wasn't beneficial. You're using your intuition. You still have a broken heart, I think, something, but please, everybody has something they hold. I'm not telling you how to hold your pain or whatever, but the things that you needlessly don't have to grab or that you can release. And I think you are. You got a spiritual behind you right here, so I like that. Yeah, here you are. Listen, you come right out of it. How beautiful. Will you look at that? You really knew what was beneficial and what wasn't. What to plant, what to hold, what to celebrate or use, and what would create a stalemate with that. You learned a lot of lessons in this cycle. If they were going to tell you this is Gemini's book right here, yeah, you're strong. There you are again. Some things weren't a victory, but some things were. Would there be a good story or something to even express? Think about if there wasn't a bad or there wasn't a good. So you got a good and a bad equal take here, and don't just hop on that. Don't harp on that. Don't go rushing off to the emotions because you don't want to. You want to complete that. That's what's parallel. They're telling me. There's no love for yourself there. Let's see what's going for the forward movement. Please think about this. You know, this is what you're thinking about. Let me see what they want to say. Yeah, equal balance that out. There's going to be balance coming to you and coming in, because you can see that clearly. Something that you were reflecting, something you completed, something you worked hard on, something you recognized as well while thinking about it, that it wasn't a victory. It became quite clear to you. Okay, it could be doing with a younger child, or a message about love, maybe a victory about how you thought balance should do, what to hold. I like that, because I like the lesson, I like the completion, I like the spiritual growth in you. Yes, even though you're away from, in separation and quarantine and other matters, whatever relationships meant to you, that you seem to be holding. All right, you're not holding it anymore. That's why the wheel is turning up. I love your outcome, because it was stressful right here, even reading this. You know, you're one strong person, whoever logged onto this table talk, and I'm glad I had the opportunity to speak with you about it, because it really shows your growth. It shows that you didn't let fear stop you, slow and steadily. Yeah, you were hurt, but there was an equal balance of both, and you appreciate both factors. Yeah, there's something that you really feel you want with a Leo. You know, you want to walk away from what's not strong with links, right? And find a way. Okay, you're going to find a way there, because you're going to walk away what wasn't strong for you in that portal. If you're walking through that portal and the wheel's going up, here you are. You're going to start again. You're going to get a message about yourself. You're going to get a message, because page represents a message, right? You're going to get a message about how you can do it. You have that golden coin. You have something in your heart, something that you really want to do. That's why the spirits was talking to you, the slowing down of it, the balancing that you really had to do to achieve that balance. So I like the way you're looking and walking away from movement and finding control. And I want to tell you, there's going to be significant movement for you. Whatever you were going to do or what was burdensome is going to be put down. You know what it was. There was some deception that was there, whether by yourself or somebody else. You knew what was going down. So don't create any more obstacles. Leave that there. That's what they want you to complete. There you are again. There you are again. You're going to plow through. You're going to have movement. The wheel's going to go up through obstacles. You're not going to hold some things in a relationship anymore. You're going to find some clarity. You're not going to create any more obstacles that will create a worrisome off-balance cycle again. So whatever you did before August, guys, looks like you really grabbed the bull by the horns, you know, the mastery of the reins. You found the balance to put something down. It was hard to hold, because I can feel the energy, you know. But when you have the sun, you have Leo leading it, you know, the sun is there for you. You just got to let it in. They're probably working on your, let's see something. It was such a hard reading. My son's a Gemini. It's a hard reading. I love Geminis. Look at all the love right there. You have clarity and grounding something, and really, for once, healing it. Finding that balance, and you led with a heart. You led with the heart. You didn't lead with the sword so much. That was running you for a minute, maybe quick running. It's a real walking through the door of value for yourself here in a relationship, and the importance of one. Also, the reflection of some other perspectives here, because that seems like a lot of swords on the stem of things, you know. How you've grown, though, is to beat fear. You know, you've been hurt in love right here, but, you know, you're not reflecting that hurt. You're twisting it around to a more lighter you, because you put burdens down. That's what you're holding tight to, the good times. You know, and that's what you feel. And I love that. Like, there's a forgiveness here. There's an innocence here. Maybe there's some clarity that you're holding on to. And you're going to reflect it a little differently. You know, that's that shedding that was coming up in your cards. I like it. You came through in every aspect. I like it. So whatever this conquering is that you're doing, you're finding clarity, you're mastering it. You've found clarity in a union in yourself. And something that maybe you were holding, you're releasing it. It was a good tower. You know, the tower was right there in the beginning. But you know what? It made you stronger. What doesn't kill you only makes you stronger in your completions. So hang tight. As usual, Gemini, great job. I'll see you next month. Take care.